And I'm just, I'll echo what they've said. Anything other than that, I can't really go in and divulge. But I'm just saying what these have mentioned, and which I can kind of somewhat confirm that I seem, to be true. And I'm sure there's other things going on. And Dillian and his team will do whatever they need to do to kind of, rectify that and sort that out. They've got just over a month now, but it's a shame, man, because it would have been a cracking fight. Imagine Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury. It's a shame, man, because it would have been a cracking fight. Imagine Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury. It's a shame, man, because it would have been a cracking fight. Imagine Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury.
What's good, family? Shout out to my doggy, Devil Dog 83, for staying loyal, sending in the most loyal coin right now. Yeah, you best believe commodity prices are booming right now. Why we need all the coin? 100%. Listen, so we just heard there from your mans, Mrs. Dean Shite, aka Dean Whyte, Dillian Whyte's wife on DL on the down low wifey thing. So it's bad news, yeah. What a lot of people don't realise in psychology, Dean Whyte, we know, has a very close relationship with his husband, Dillian Whyte. Yeah, think of all the pillow talk and all the other marital conversations and whatever else that goes on in their relationship. And the reason that's important to think about is the fact that these little slips from the tongue don't come from nowhere. Yeah, Dean Whyte will be speaking with his husband about all these kind of matters, and that's why you heard Dean say there, oh, this fight would have been great to happen, but it's not going to happen. Oh, this fight would have been great. Such a shame. Oh, it's such a shame, this fight would have been great as well. What? It's such a shame, this fight would have been great as well. Oops. I'm sorry, but when the fight's on, yeah, don't forget, the fight's been signed. The press conference has happened. It's all meant to be locked in. Last week we had Eddie Hearn saying, oh, I'm not sure what's going to happen. And now we've got Dean Whyte saying, oh, it would have been a great fight, but the fight ain't going to happen, people. He ain't turning up, in my opinion. Even Eddie Hearn on this same day as Dean Whyte, the same day as Dillian Whyte's wife, speaking, letting slip that the fight ain't going to happen. Eddie Hearn comes out and says, oh, well, so the Daily Mail article, yeah, still things going back and forth. I'd love for this fight to happen, but I just don't know. Now, I ain't going to lie. Maybe Eddie Hearn's just being a bit of a Debbie Downer because he got punked in the in the purse bid. But I've got a bad feeling. Don't forget, people, when Dillian Whyte didn't turn up to the press conference, Dillian Whyte, Shillian Shite, put out a video laughing, saying, oh, the tickets are going to bomb. And I think, I'm trying to think actually. Yeah, I did a video on it. Dillian Whyte was laughing, yeah, he literally commented under when Team Fury posted about the tickets going on sale, Dillian Whyte posted a load of messages saying, yeah, you're not going, good luck selling, no press conference. He did way too much under the comments. And obviously, since then we know Tyson Fury single-handedly shut down record sales, blew AJ and Klitschko out of the water, literally. AJ and Klitschko, both together, promoting their event together, couldn't do half the sales of Fury on his own. That's just what the statistics are saying right now. Oops. AJ Man fans are going to be sick hearing that, but again, that's what the statistics say. I'm a numbers man. I'm not a man. How about that? Oops. Yeah. A lot of you man are man. I'm a statistics man. I go with the statistics. You man go with man. 100%. Yeah. You man think, wait a minute. Where's there a man I can go with? Oh look, there's AJ. Let me go with him. Man looking asses. Yeah. Meanwhile, the YB sees numbers, sees statistics, and he goes with them. But anyway, let me leave you man chasing man dons to yourselves. Like I was saying. The reason I'm building this whole picture for you is to say, guess what? Dillian at every stage throughout this process has been punked, people. Yeah, he doesn't turn up to the press conference thinking that's gonna have some major effect. Oops, tickets sell out. So that the reason it's important to think about these things is because at every stage, not only has Dillian been punked, that's not the most relevant part. but it's the fact he's tried at every stage. Dillian Whyte has tried to stop this fight happening. Every stage. Press conference, don't turn up. This don't happen. That don't. At every stage, he's trying to make things difficult. So think now, what would be the ultimate rug pull here? Guess what? Dillian not turning up on fight night because he's injured. Yeah, that's the ultimate here, people. And I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, would it? How many times do big fights get cancelled all the time? And to be honest, even Tyson Fury, to some extent, is responsible for some of this himself. And I find it hard to believe, after all this punkage, especially, I mean, another thing, why, I said this the other day, why isn't anyone asking Team Dillian Whyte about when his arbitration is? I was under the guise that the arbitration was supposed to be completed in March. So what's the status of that? Because like I said, if it turns out Dillian is indeed getting 17% guaranteed, I don't believe he's going to turn up for 17% guaranteed. And having gone through everything that's happened, i.e. he's been punked, the tickets have sold, and things, the whole narrative Team Whyte are saying now is, oh, yeah, we're going to find out how many tickets is sold when I don't turn up. Do you understand? That's what I'm hearing they're saying. I've seen internal messages within Team Whyte, and they're basically saying, yeah, we're going to have the last laugh. And at every stage, that's what their whole shtick's been. Dillian doesn't turn up to the press conference and is posting on the public Instagram message about, haha, good luck, before the tickets went on sale. Now the tickets shut down. You can just imagine how mad Dillian was seeing that. Because don't forget, the whole narrative before the tickets went on sale, the whole narrative was, oh, yeah, good luck selling this fight without Dillian. You need to, good luck doing this. Dillian Whyte only going to get paid 20%, so he's only going to give 20% promotion. Haha, good luck selling this. It shuts down. Dillian looks silly. Yeah, Dillian and all of his man fans look silly, realising they don't have no value. That's why they're being paid 17%. You don't hold any value, and that's why the show shut down. So now, what's the next power move they've got? The ultimate power move is Dillian throwing his toys at the pram and saying, okay, well, I haven't got any commercial value. The only value I do have is literally not turning up to the fight. That's the next hatchet he can throw into the cogs. And obviously it's the nuclear one, unfortunately. And I just think from all the things we're hearing, yeah, Dean White slipping up, Eddie Hearn throwing excuses out there still. And Eddie Hearn's so two-faced. Oh yeah, well I hope it happens, but I'm just not. What? When do you hear Eddie Hearn ever say that about his own events? Oh, I hope it happens, but I'm just not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. What? And even from Eddie Hearn's point of view, Eddie Hearn was meant to be the big Wembley man. Oops. Tyson Fury just shut it down 3 times over in about 20 minutes. And I even did a video on it myself. Eddie Hearn, before the tickets went on sale, said really snidely, he goes, good luck selling Wembley, 80,000. No word of a lie. He properly did the full mouthful. He went, good luck selling at 80,000. I can't do it. He went, good luck selling 80,000. Yeah, proper clicking like he's a proper slick Essex don. Next thing we know, it shut down. Eddie looked proper stupid. And I think the same way in the past year I've exposed Team Fury, i.e. before the AJ fight, what do we know? Before AJ and Fury were supposed to fight in 2021, what was the information we were following? The information we were following is, every time Team Fury were asked about the AJ fight, Team Fury would say, oh well, it's C19, oh, we're not sure it can happen, and they were just always negative Nellies, and I exposed them for that. Yeah? That's what we did do. Again, I don't follow man, I follow what the evidence says. And that, by the way, people, that fight didn't end up happening for whatever reason. So now, fast forward to these times, where is the narrative pointing now? Who wants this fight? Team Fury, begging for this fight. Not one negative word out of their mouth about this fight, they want it bad. And again, I've said it before, I haven't seen Fury. I'm the first one to jump on Fury when his behaviour is suspect, but I haven't seen Fury so hard for a fight ever. I just haven't. I've never seen Fury with his wick so rock hard. for someone. He wants Dillian so bad. Yeah. I think it's because Tyson Fury's heard about all the sweet loving Dillian be giving out to different man. I think that's what I'm hearing. Tyson Fury wants a piece of the sweet loving that Dillian be so experienced. Yeah, I'm hearing Tyson Fury wants a piece of who's known as the Brixton Bomber. Yeah, Tyson Fury wants to know what all the names about. Yeah, he's intrigued. He's like, oh, I wonder how they do it in Brixton. Yeah, 100%. That's what he's saying. That's what I'm hearing. Oops. Yeah. Meanwhile, Team White are now, I'm not sure it can happen, and it would have been a great fight, but it's a shame. What? What do you mean it would have been a great fight? It's a shame. You just said he's coming, and now it would have been a great fight. It's a shame. Like I said, what conversations is Dean White having with Dillian to sit there and to even have it come out of his mouth? Oh, it would have been a great fight. It's such a shame. You don't. If Dillian and Dean are having pillow talk, talking about how excited they are for the fight, that just wouldn't be. It wouldn't come out of your mouth, would it? Oh, it's such a shame. That wouldn't be in your mouth. The same way, every time Dillian Whyte has fought some bum, have you ever heard Dean or anyone else ever say, or Eddie Hearn? Yeah, think about it. Think of all the bum fights Eddie Hearn and Dean Whyte and Dillian Whyte have put on Sky pay-per-view. Hundreds of bum fights. And every time, have you ever heard Eddie Hearn saying, well, we're just not sure, and, oh, no, you haven't never heard that. Have you ever heard Dean White say, oh, well, it would have been such a shame, would have been a great fight? No, you haven't. All you've heard is, wow, it's a London derby. Yeah, it's Dillian Whyte versus it's Dillian the Brixton Bummer White versus Ian Lewinson. Wow, that's all you've heard. And that's what I don't respect, because the one fight they should be gassing for, record payday. Yeah, you are a challenger, bum Dillian. That's what all the Dillian Whyte Man fans don't seem to understand. Dillian Whyte Man fans seem to think that, but YB, he's been on pay-per-view before. Pay-per-view doesn't give you any championship integrity. Let's get that straight right now, people. Yeah? Pay-per-view just means that you've got a contact at Sky. And if anything's proven that, look at Ben Shalom right now. Ben Shalom has proven, it's got nothing to do with being special. If you've got the Sky contact, you want pay-per-view. Oops. Simple as that. Yeah? Eddie Hearn for a long time thought he was magical. Oh, I'm so magical. No, Eddie, you just had an exclusive contract at Sky. The same way Ben Shalom's got it now. And all of a sudden he's doing big numbers. It's not rocket science here. Nothing special about Eddie or Dillian. It's just who's got the contact and who's on pay-per-view. And what bum are they pushing next? That's all it is. So don't tell me, Dillian's worth more because he's got, you know what I'm saying? YB, Dillian deserves more because he's noshed off some Sky executive to get onto the pay-per-view platform. What? Yeah, that's not, I'm sorry, yeah? Just because Dillian has been noshing off some next zesty Sky executive to get onto the pay-per-view platform, that's not nothing, for me, yeah? As far as boxing goes, that ain't nothing special, nothing to be rewarded about. YB. How can you say Dillian's only worth 17% when he's been putting that hard backroom casting couch? He's been putting that hard work in on the Sky Executive pay-per-view backroom casting couch, and you are right to some extent. I do agree with that. Yeah, if purse splits, were determined by the amount of work a man had put in the Sky Executive pay-per-view backroom casting couches, and you are right, this should be a 50-50 split, so maybe, I don't know, yeah, but again, you Dillian Whyte Man fans, it's no good being in my comment section. You man need to start lobbying the WBC, go and speak to Mauricio, tell him, listen Mauricio, it's not fair, yeah, after all the back-breaking work Dillian Whyte has put in, servicing the zesty Sky executives to get onto the pay-per-view. He need that, you know what I mean? He need this 30-40%. That's what you need to do. It's no good moaning to the YB about it. Yeah, I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you what it is. As far as boxing goes, yeah, splits are determined by your purses, and that's the end of that. And you ain't made no big bread like Tyson Fury been making. And the numbers say that. And the fact this show's been shut down without you says it all. But again, the bottom line is that, people, I'm just trying to brace you, man, for what's coming. Now, we're 4 weeks away, and I'm telling you now, within the next 4 weeks, he's going to pull out with some sort of injury. Yeah? And that's going to be the end of that. Because, and that's another thing, anyone hearing this from the media, please ask someone in Team Whyte what's going on with the arbitration. All of a sudden, we haven't heard nothing about that. Because that for me is going to be key. And I'm not even sure he has a case. But bearing in mind, it's now end of March and we haven't heard nothing about it. I'm not sure what that whole shtick was about, to be quite frank. And I find it odd how all of a sudden the media haven't mentioned it for 2 months. How does that make no sense? This was critical, wasn't it? Yeah? This whole arbitration is critical to the Fury and Whyte thing. But yet no one asked not even one question. And I don't get it as well. How can all these different people have the same interviews and they ask the same dead questions? Not one man has said, oh, Team Whyte, can you give us an update on the arbitration? Not one man. It's weird. It's super weird. Don't get it myself. But anyway, that would be, if that does exist, that would be key. If Dillian gets awarded 40%, he probably will turn up. But he ain't going to do that. There's no judge in the land going to penalise Tyson Fury for Dillian Whyte's sake. No way. Impossible. So Dillian is going to get 17% and he's not going to turn up. That's how he's going to get his get back. He's lost, listen people, he's lost at every single step here. And we know fighters, yeah, they're full of ego as well. They're full of pride and they're super arrogant and whatever else. There's no way, I just don't see a way, yeah. Also based on the information we're hearing. Again, this isn't a case of, well, it's just because Dillian is jealous and mad and sour. No. Yeah, Dillian being mad and sour is one part of things, but combine that with the information we're getting, like Dillian Whyte slipping up there, Eddie Hearn slipping up a whole bunch as last week, and then add that combined with everything else. Dillian Whyte trying to be a smart ass, Dillian Whyte trying to throw spanners in the work and try and be cute with it. This is, for me, that's the ultimate play, isn't it? Because the thing is, we're all going to know. We're all going to know that Dillian Whyte did it on purpose, but you just can't prove it, can you? That's the problem, you see. You can't prove, although, I don't know, if I really pray Frank Warren do sue this, and if I was Team Frank Warren, yeah, I would I'd file, I don't know how it worked, but I'd speak to some legal don, yeah, and ask them, if I was Team Fury, yeah, I'd file some sort of preventative thing right now. Yeah, Team Fury need to file something preventatively to say, we believe he's going to pull out of an injury. Because if you get that on record now, and he pulls out of an injury, I don't know, in the court, it must be hold for something. The fact that we told you it's going to happen, and it happens, that can't be a coincidence, can it? And having done that, if you make a bit of a paper trail now beforehand, it makes it harder for Dillian to pull it out of the woodwork, I believe. That's what I think should happen now. Team Fury need to get out ahead of this and say, listen, we think we're hearing Team Dillian Whyte are planning an injury pull out. That's what I'd be doing. If I was Team Fury now, I'd be flooding the airwaves with this rumour they're going to pull out. Because that at the least gives you some protection. Or it makes it more awkward, doesn't it? If Team Fury came out now for the next 2 weeks or whatever, banging it about how he's going to pull out, and he then pulls out, it's super peak for Team Dillian. I'd be saying, listen, we've got an inside source. We've heard it from, you know what I mean? I've got some snitches. I've got some chatty patty cats within Team Whyte, and they're telling me his ass about to flap. Yeah, Dillian Whyte, he's got a torn sphincter. Yeah, him and Dean have been going way too hard in the cut. Yeah, Dean been going way too hard in Dillian's paint. You best believe it as well. No doubt, but listen, Dillian, you best turn up. You best turn up and take your whooping like a man. Yeah, that's what you best do, no doubt.